caring. I think a nice way to segue into audience questions, and I'd like you guys to start thinking of questions, is Afroz, just your final sum up of this panel, what you'd like to tell all of us here on adopting an environmentally sustainable lifestyle.
As I initially started saying that we are defined by our garbage in this 21st century. There should be no two views about it, because the garbage you generate has landed either in landfill or it has landed into Mother Nature and created a huge thing. And mind you, waste management, circular economy, greenhouse gas emission, all are closely interconnected. The more inefficient our system is to handle anything, the higher the carbon emission would be, and the more warmer the planet will get. Having said that, you see, I'll give you a small example of what we do when I talked about circular economy. You know, in the slums, we work at 6 locations in Mumbai. I need to tell you the live example rather than, being academic. One of the programs we run is how to make sure products reach these slum dwellers who are directly in the human ocean conflict zone without packaging. Now, you will say, if you remove packaging, will it be unsafe? Will any law be broken? You see, in India, we have laws which are in place, especially if it's a food item, and if it's a non-food item, different laws apply. Let me tell you as a lawyer, we have a beautiful bulk packaging system. Now, companies are having problems to reach out to those bulk consumers. When I say bulk, not one person, not one dealer, but say, for example, you have a 50,000 population, and if you want to supply something in bulk. So I'll give you an example. You know, we use fabric detergent every day. I don't want to name any brand. We use, in the slums, you know what they do? They get 20 rupees ka 15 grams, 20 grams, small packets. They use it every day, throw it out. Use it, throw it lands into River Methi, and what you saw, one of the videos now circulating of Mine Beach, those onslaught which has started from Powai. We have our volunteers moving around, local volunteers. I'll give you a figure. In 4 months, we did 3 tons of fabric powder. 3 tons. You calculate it will be more than 200,000 small packets gone in a stroke. Where did the product come from? The same company which they were using. How is it work? Somebody had to teach. What Rajat talked about behavioral changes. So I hope one day, companies also take it up, saying that we can reduce packaging by this way also, which we are trying to do at the ground level. So this is a very important element of our lives at this present, getting circular economy online. One is to, clean the legacy waste. What you see in the oceans, lakes, rivers are what we call legacy waste. Somebody has dumped it 5 years back, 10 years back. Maybe it was dumped in Pakistan, it has landed here. Maybe it's dumped in UAE, it's landed here. So the ocean keeps on throwing plastic from here to there. The other thing is saying that we will not generate these legacy waste. This legacy waste must not be generated for our future generation. And for that, we require this important step of reducing our carbon. So my advice to everybody who's listening, I don't want to sound patronizing, but this is what I do in my life and thousands of volunteers do. Start reducing your garbage. That's the key. Otherwise, all our life will be picking up garbage or trying to handle garbage. Waste management is not the same as circular economy. People get confused at the time saying we are doing great waste management. What Magic does here, what Magic is doing is getting circular economy. Waste management will follow. Magic is saying we are getting this down, this down, this down. So this is vitally important to reduce your garbage. And then when you get 2 hours in a week, as I said, come out. You see we have 19 beaches in Mumbai, thousands of kilometers of mangroves. 5 rivers have turned into sewers, our beaches are lost. We work in Sanjay Gandhi National Park, our forests have gone, full of plastic. I'll give you an example, I don't think we have much time here, but I'll give you an example of what is happening in the forest. The deers are eating plastic, I've seen with my own eyes, a pregnant deer dying in front of me. Go on and go on and go on, and we are all responsible. We must step up as a citizen, we must step up as a corporate, we must step up as a government. And for that, it should be all driven by evidence. Sadly, we are, in lawyers' term, we call it ipsi dixit. I think so, this is the cure. Please don't do that. We have messed around too much. Laws which have not met a good end is precisely they were not evidence-backed. Evidence must come from ground, it must be pure, it must not be subjective, it must not be objective, it must be pure evidence. And once you've got the evidence of what the problem is, then please go and make it good law. So it's very, very important for all of us to work on this end.